It doesn't matter how great you are now. Your best is yet to come. Now, some of you may not believe it, but that is true. When God is taking you somewhere, He reserves the best till the last. You can take just one example would do. Take the example of Joseph. From the moment Joseph was born, something told his father, this boy is different. Of all the children, he was the one who got a very special dress. And then God revealed the future to Joseph. Oh, these your brothers. Hey, they are coming to bow down before you. Being a little boy, he should have kept his mouth shut, but he told his brothers, the brother said, really, we will kill you before that will happen. But then you know God. It's always a step ahead of the enemy. And it's because it's a step ahead of your enemy. That's why you are still alive. If you know how many times God has fought for you while you are sleeping, it will amaze you. Many a times when God is taking you on a journey, you have hills and valleys. Today you are high, tomorrow you are down in the valley. He knows what he's doing. Joseph had to go to prison to meet the people who would lead him to Pharaoh's court. While he was in Potiphar's house, it was great. But the end is always better than the beginning. God knows where it's going, and he knows where he's taking somebody here today. But the most important point, or second to the most important point, is that it is possible to be great and not fulfill destiny. It is. You're already great, but are you fulfilling destiny? Are you going to fulfill destiny? Because we can just take maybe one or two examples. Let's take Joshua. In Joshua chapter 1, from verse 1 to 8, Joshua 1, 1 to 8, the Almighty God told Joshua, where Moses failed, and Moses failed, you will succeed. He said, oh, you are the one who will take the people to the land, promise them, because Moses didn't go in. God told him he would, but he failed. We'll talk about that a little bit. He told Joshua, you will divide the land to the people. And by the time we go to Joshua chapter 13, verse 1, Joshua 13, verse 1, it is recorded. Joshua was old, and there was yet many land to be possessed. If we talk of great men of the Bible now, definitely you mention Joshua. But as far as God is concerned, he was a failure. He was great, but he didn't fulfill destiny. I'm praying from the bottom of my heart for every one of you here. You will fulfill your destiny. What about Moses? God told him in Exodus chapter 3. If you read from verse 11 to 12, Exodus 3, 11 to 12, when God said, hey, I want you to go and bring the people out of Egypt. That's your assignment. Moses said, how can I do that? I'm a fugitive. I'm running from Pharaoh. Now you are asking me, oh, God said, I'll be with you. He said, and I'll give you a token. And the token is, when you have brought the people from Egypt, you will worship me at this mountain. But somewhere along the line, great Moses, the man who brought the people out of Egypt, the man who opened the Red Sea, the man who turned bitter water sweet, the man who brought water out of the rock, didn't make it. He did not fulfill destiny.